It's the festive season, and for workers in Ekiti State, southwest Nigeria, the celebration comes early. Civil servants in the state expressed joy by storming the office of Governor Biodun Oyebanji following receipt of their December salaries, which reflect the new minimum wage. The excited workers praised the governor for fulfilling his promise to implement the revised wage structure. Now let's share that moment with you.
Somebody called me, said, "Okay, have you received your salary?" I said, "No." He said, "I'm not sure." I checked. I said, I got the message from the head of service that Susan was to come here to the territory. I implied her that it's not necessary in her rights. That is right. They are paying you to work up. Yes, so I don't think it's something that is common and but those who have chosen to do this, I would say thank you to the government. Go beyond that if our situation improves. And I know that by the time all these reforms continue to start bearing fruits, there will be a quantum increase in what comes to states. And what we have that we come back to now say, yes, we can afford to have more. Happy that you can now go home, take care of your children, be happy at Christmas. Yes, sir. You can plan your life. Yes, sir. This is the never do that doesn't have. No matter how small. Smiles on the faces of people around you. If you know one person you can touch, in this minimum wage, boots. Not for us, Friday, pray for Mr. President. Pray for this government. When you get to the top of Friday, pray for us. That very thing has and I know that God will answer. Thank you so much. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Governor Oyebanji once again keeping to his words by paying December salary and also reflecting the new minimum wage. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yes, you see, our people are not difficult to govern, and their standards are not that high. Just work for them. They will appreciate you. They will sing your praises to high heavens. Give our people roads. You see how they will roll out the drums to thank you. Look at these civil servants. The governor promised that he will look after their welfare. And he's doing that already. They never envisaged that this December they will receive their salaries in good time, which enables them to plan
for the
yes, for the Christmas in good time. They got their salaries in good time. And it reflected the new minimum wage. So they just felt that, look, let's go and thank this governor. Because they weren't expecting it. And the governor said, no, it's the president that you should thank. Because it was his reforms enabled the states to earn more money, thereby enabling states to be able to pay the minimum wage. And I agree with him that if the subsidy had not been removed, for example, the states won't be earning more money. Sure. And because of that, if they had come up with a new minimum wage, most of those states won't be able to pay. But today you can see nearly all the states have reached agreement with labor. Nearly all the states have reached agreement with labor. They are going to pay the minimum wage, and nobody is going to pay below the national threshold. You know, so it's a good thing that Governor Oyebanji is showing just how committed he is to workers' welfare. He's been demonstrating that. Look at what he did for pensioners the other day. Exactly. When people serve their country, you know, with all their heart, the rest of their lives after service shouldn't be lived in penury. They deserve to be comfortable, relatively comfortable. Because a lot of our people, they have a very high sense of contentment. All that is needed is just do
the basic.
Yes, just to make them happy. And you can see how grateful they are. You could feel it. The other day too, was it not Governor Fubara who paid the salary the other day? And they were all
singing different things.
They even taught school kids.
The school kids.
The song to sing in praise of the governor. They brought children into it.
Which I really don't understand.
So that's Nigerian for you. They brought children into it. You know, very similar to people who carry placards and turn the placards upside down. They don't even know why they are protesting.
Exactly.
So I commend the governor for his commitment to workers' welfare, and this will improve the relationship between industrial harmony. It will engender industrial harmony and Ekiti. From what I see, the way this governor is going, and I've said it before, his re-election will be a rout. I don't even see how it's not going to be a rout, because he's just
working for the people.
He's just working for the people, taking the right decisions, making the right moves. Even some of his so-called political enemies, somehow he has found a way to get them on his side. So how do you defeat that kind of person in an election? You know, there are people who think that, because the ruling party has not lived up to people's expectations, that in some states the ruling party will be defeated. It doesn't work like that. Our politics, there are people who thought that, okay, in Ondo, for example, that Lucky Aiyedatiwa will be defeated. There is public anger, there is national anger against the APC. But you saw what happened in Ondo. It was a one-sided election, as we predicted here. That's what happened. Because politics is local.
True.
And when, as a governor, you get your politics right, you do not stumble. You take the right decisions at the right time. Honestly, the election will show clearly that the people are with you.
All right, Paul, what do you have to say to this? The workers are really excited about this. And also, he also said that we should thank the president, for some of the things like this.
Let me begin.
I think they share 2-point-something trillion. This, yes, they share 2-point-something trillion for the month of November. Okay. That's significant.
Very, very
I was a time when they were sharing about 300 billion. Just a couple of years back, there were occasions when they were sharing just about 300 billion.
That was when states were just owing salaries.
So now from 300 and something billion
all the way
to about 2-point-something trillion. That's significant.
It says a lot.
Okay, let me begin on a lighter note. I just hope that these civil servants will spend wisely during this Yuletide season. They should remember that January has 62 days.
It's my birth month. I don't like that.
But seriously, Governor Oyebanji has actually shown that he works for the people. You see, journalism is not just about criticizing. There are people that are default critics. They are cynics by default. I mean, it's not like we need to be singing political actors. But when they do well, we should point it out that, okay, they have done well in this area. You know, we also know governors who may not have been able to justify, who may not have been able to make good use, who seem not to have been able to make good use of the increased allocation to their state.
Yes.
There's a governor of Ebonyi, for example, just recently was threatening to sack workers who were saying they were going on strike because the minimum wage had not been implemented. And it was talking.
But the same governor has approved 150,000 bonus for Christmas.
Fine.
You know? So he has made amends, whatever it is.
Exactly.
Because I think it got a lot of backlash.
So it is good. No, that backlash is necessary. It's necessary. Because then it was just threatening. But as for Governor Oyebanji, he has tried. Even if we check the IGR of Ekiti now, it has even improved. It's not like 27 points or something billion, you know, from what it was in. This is a report by the Joint Tax Board, you understand? So it's like that. So the man is working. See, it is not about the political party a governor belongs to. Personally, I do not see any ideological difference among the three major political parties, PDP, APC, and the Labour Party. For me, they are different sides of a coin. But we might have individuals, or we surely have individuals in those parties that are doing well. Just mention Fubara now. It's not everything about Fubara I like, for example. You understand? It's of the PDP. But you cannot fault him in the area of workers' welfare. You can't fault, what's his name? The man we're talking about now, the Ekiti State governor. The funny thing is that when a man like this wins his re-election, some people will start crying wolf that does not exist.
They will say it was rigging.
Rigging and all of this. People see the electorate. They're also watching. They are human beings. Do you think that these workers will not file out and vote for this man? They will.
They will be here now.
They definitely will. We can only tell him to just keep it up.
Yes.
Continue.
Sustain the momentum.
Exactly. Sustain it and even improve on it. You know, that's what we will tell him. So this should be a lesson to all governors.
But let's also look at it. Workers are just like how many percent to the population in Ekiti State?
No, but how about dependents on it? Let me tell you, governors who have treated workers shabbily, how many of them have been re-elected? It's a very critical segment of the society that you cannot, don't say because they are just 1/10 of the population of a state. If you say that, you pay a heavy political price. Because you see, in a state that is heavily civil service
state,
the economy of the state is driven largely by people employed in the public service. They go to the market, people hear them speak. Every worker has dependents, is connected to so many other people. And those ones who go and badmouth your government, people who have lost elections, are people who have the civil servants fought. I don't want to give examples here. Even in the Southwest here, I remember a governor that the civil servants fought him tremendously. He was not re-elected. So never toy with the welfare of workers as a governor. Don't simply ignore them that, look, they are not many. Oh, but they are influential. And whatever they say eventually carries big political weight.
Exactly.
So governors know that they have to be careful with workers. If any governor gets up today and says, I'm retrenching so many workers, he's going to find it difficult.
Exactly.
The world will turn against him. You will not know the influence that little or critical segment, has. So it doesn't work like that.
I also hope that this consequential adjustment, that the civil servant, it will get to the pensioners too.
No, already, the governor has done something along that line. You know, impactful leadership replaces in different ways. Even subventions to government agencies, government-run schools and all that. This governor has increased them. The moment he started receiving a bigger budget, allocation, he began to allocate more money to those agencies and parastatals of government so that people can feel the impact of government, especially when government is earning more. So you can't say, oh, what is he doing with the money? It's showing you.
It's showing you workings.
Judiciary, you increase the subvention of the judiciary, for example. What goes to them is now bigger. The tertiary institutions owned by the school, by the state government, what goes to them now has become bigger.
If you permit me, let me add something.
Just in 30
seconds. Yes, 30
seconds.
seconds. They should let Nigerians know that they need to hold government at the subnational level responsible. Because every time we look at the federal, of course, we should hold the federal accountable. But the question is, what are the state government doing? What are even the local governments doing? Every time we talk about Tinubu this, Tinubu that, we should talk about it. What about governor this and governor that, and chairman this,
and chairman that?
You know, it's very important because the FG cannot do it alone.
Okay.